What's up, guys? I kind of just wanted to go over this real quick with everyone. So I have an Mbox Pro 3, and people I've noticed for years have not been able to figure this out. Um, to be able to get things like YouTube, etc., for example, to play through your speakers, um, and also through your DAW. So I'm going to show you guys how to get that. So first thing that you're going to want to do here is we're going to use Spotify, for example. You're going to go into your playback devices. So you're going to open this up, right click on your playback. You're going to open that. And so for example here, I've got the two devices that I want to use. So when you download the drivers, this is what you're going to see, the lines going through. So you're going to disable all of those since we're not going to be using them, and you're going to set your speakers as a default device. And I have my headset as the communication so I can record this video here. The second thing that you're going to want to do is you're literally going to go into here. I have my monitors plugged into outputs 1 and 2. It is connected through FireWire for the audio, and so what I'm going to show you here, we're going to go into the meters only. So it's going to say that I'm not streaming right now, but let's click that. And so now, for example, here, my headphones, if I wanted to connect them through the interface, I could plug it into my headphone jack A, and it would be set on headphone jack A. My hardware outputs are put to 1 and 2, so your interface should automatically be able to register that. Your software return should pick that it's going to be putting it through 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So we'll go back to this just to kind of give you an example. So my outputs 1 and 2 are going to be on stereo mix. My headphone A is going to be also on stereo mix, just in case if I wanted to use that. You're not going to use these three here, period. So the thing is that, for example, if you go into the setup here, it cannot be higher than 44,100. That is the problem with the Avid, that it doesn't know how to work between the two. So if you're in your, for example, Ableton, and you change your sample rate, it's going to change there. So what you can actually do is you can click this button here, disable host control, and you can keep this Mbox Pro at this and change your sample rate through the program of Ableton. Unfortunately, due to it being on PC, you're not going to be able to change your buffer rate based off of what you'll do it. It's going to be automatic. I haven't fully tested that out yet to make sure that it goes through, but if you can hear here, I'm actually playing through my speakers now, through my monitors. Hopefully this helps you guys out. I've noticed for years people have not been able to figure this out. Oh wait, see, can't even. See, I'll select the speakers here, and now you guys will hear the music. Yeah, so hopefully that helped you guys out, and if you have any questions, I guess let me know. So yeah, and as you can see here, it's playing through. So you can go to properties, and the levels will be here. If you want the music to go any louder, you would use your main control on your interface, or I can turn the music up through here. Again, it has to be at 44,100 in here, I've noticed. So that's pretty much it. To kind of make more sense, the flow that's here is where you can actually figure it out. So if you look at the FireWire and to and from the host, we're going to go into stereo 1, and then stereo 1 will go through the routing matrix down here, and the routing matrix is what actually separates it to 1 and 2. So once it gets into the routing matrix, it can go any direction into there. That's pretty much how this works. And then, for example, the flow can actually go back in through this way and come back down into the stereo mix. So depending on what, like, for example, if you want to plug in your guitar or a mic or whatever, you can do that. But then you would want to do that differently. So for example, like if I did want to use, my mic, I would plug it in, and I can actually change the settings that are up here. For example, like if I wanted to use outputs 5 and 6, I could change this into a hardware input, but I'm not going to. There's no point for me to show it. This was the main thing. Hopefully this helped, like I've probably already said like 100 times over. Anyways.